It's your boy Mike, welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. I'm also here with Saint Lethality, and we are going to be talking about this opinion that I keep seeing tossed around. Uh, I don't know if I'm just crazy, but I feel like every single couple of months they're always like, actually, 10th year anniversary fucking sucked, and and then they're like, this anniversary was better. The most common one I've seen is 7th year anniversary, so me and Charlotte are just going to be talking about like a direct comparison, because I feel like a lot of people glaze 7th year anniversary because it was just fusions and they don't actually see how just kind of bad it was in a sense. So let's go ahead and talk about it, right? So the first thing I wanted to do was just kind of a direct comparisons of the units who came out during the part 1 of the 7th year anniversary, which was the Super Saiyan 4s and the tech gods, right? Like let's go ahead and look at the part 1 banners, because that's the thing that people are going to be looking at the most, right? So the physical Super Saiyan 4s were very, very decent. I'm not going to say that they weren't like number 1 and number 2 tech gods physical Super Saiyan 4s, but I think a lot of people also forget the fact that the sidebanner unit sucked so bad and did not work on the team. Like,
yeah,
like
he was
Texan
good, but he had no team.
Exactly. Texan was really okay, but you're not like, they don't work with the unit, you know? And it wasn't any better for Tech Gods because you're gonna use it Broly.
Broly could just suck.
Yeah, Broly just sucked as
Broly
well. Right. But then we go ahead and look at the 10th year anniversary with like Tech Vegito and STR Hercule. What is he doing? He's supporting the team that he's on, and then on top of that, he's also on the full leader skill. But he's giving 50% attack and defense and 2 ki to that entire team that he wants to be on with, which is just like, it's like pretty good, right? And then you go over, and we'll talk about it later. But the part 2 was kind of the same thing, where it was where is it? Let me see. Ichiro Gogeta, where it was Beerus. Beerus was like a decent unit to run on the team as well, even if he wasn't on the full leader skill. But again, like the 7th year anniversary units, they don't work well at all with the main anniversary unit. And then on top of that, they were just so bad. Broly was just so bad. He was just so bad.
It's not like they used Sin later. It's not like we have GT team later. Like Sin was just have homeless until this year when he ECA.
Exactly. Like at least that's the only good thing about Sin dropping was that he EZA'd and was pretty decent a couple of years later. Wait, hold on. I actually didn't. Okay, here we go. And then I also wanted to look at like everything that dropped during the actual anniversary too, and kind of discuss it, because I think a lot of people forget just how good the 10th year anniversary was in terms of content too. Because if we just go ahead and look, Redstone was giving us these insane things you can pick up for a lot of newer players. You're able to get the 5th year anniversary units. You're able to get brand new, fresh, super EZA units. And I don't know if you remember, but back in my day, they would remove units. They would remove units on the Redstone if they were EZAing or super EZAing. I remember when they did that for Janemba, and I was so pissed off.
Yeah, you can't get good units for free. You gotta get the shitty one.
Yeah, exactly. Use your pity coins, little bro. Like to have it where the most recent and decent like units are on here was pretty nice for sure. So I had to pause real quick because I forgot that I didn't pull it up. But if we look at like this exact thing, if we look at this exact thing, right? Look at the 7th year anniversary stones. You want SCR Vegeta? You want physical Kid Buu?
Yes. Yes.
Like
people love the baby with Kid Buu, so.
Right, the only reason why you would ever like get a lot of these units with the redstone was because of hopes of like another EZA, right? Which I don't think super EZAs were around at the time, right? Yeah, exactly.
They were definitely. That was last year.
Right. So Like this lineup sucks. It sucks so
If you
bad.
want the Easy A character, physical Omega, you gotta pay for it.
Yeah, pay stones. Ooh, you want to pay
Pay
stones
like
so
20 bucks.
bad.
You want to buy Gogeta and Broly. Dude, this is unrelated a little bit, but I remember Gogeta and Broly, and Truth was thinking part 2 for Seven was going to be Gogeta and Broly. That was very funny.
Yeah.
Why did he think that? Because he saw it there.
Yeah, I can't really downplay the ticket summons because the ticket summons are always pretty nice. Like it doesn't really like matter too much.
It's just ticket. That is right. Yeah, but
right.
we have Dokkan events.
But the other thing I wanted to say while we have the fusions also pulled up too, is that even in like the oh wow it doesn't show the banners but even if you want to look at the part 1 banners for a second too, because I did want to say it as well, but physical Super Saiyan 4s were top 1 and then Tech Gods were top 1, but then we also had it over here where it was like, again, Tech Vegeto's top 1, and then he has S Tier Hercule, who is just like a decent support unit for that, and then just a pretty decent banner overall. And then we go over to the Carnival side, and then AGO Super Saiyan 3 Goku is probably
top 5,
top 5, maybe top 3, yeah. So again, and then the banner was okay. We didn't know that Tech Vegeta was going to get an Easy A at that point. It was speculated because of the chart.
He's so good either.
Yeah, and he was pretty good. Janemba was also pretty decent at the time. S Tier Gohan was pretty decent. Like all of these, except like the only one who would be quote unquote bad was S Tier Vegeta, and he still got some use, right? But well, again, we'll talk about the part 2 banners later. I just wanted to bring up the fact that like even as a whole, there was better units overall on the banners too, despite the units being number 1 and number 2, like how it was for the 7th year anniversary. And then yeah, here we go. Here comes the Easy A's. Okay, let's talk about them, right? So Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was kind of like, I don't even know what you want to say. I think he was okay. I don't think he was necessarily good or bad. I think he was just okay. If I had to, oh man, it's really gonna do this. Yeah, like it's gonna show the boss card. I thought for sure it was just gonna bring up. The action card itself. But no, I have to.
Omega probably did the same thing. Yeah,
that makes sense. Like Omega again was another like decent unit that I think post Easy A. If you had him fully built up, he was all right. But like again, what team are you running him on?
When did he get a team? What was his categories? What was his first team? He didn't get a team until ever? Until GT bosses?
Yeah, because when did AGO Omega come out? And even
Omega
so,
was 2023.
Oh.
Well, that's JP. That's global. I mean.
Yeah. So, yikes. He never had a team until it was literally too late. But whatever.
And then we shared the same name.
Yeah, and then shared the same name. But
we have a new one.
Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was just good because he could nullify and was one of the only characters that could live, right? And then like post super attack, he actually had like a decent amount of defense as long as you were able to keep supering with him. But you would always have like the one super attack kind of like, or the one turn kind of what is it, like breathing room, because it was just for 5 turns. So if you put this guy in slot 2, he was able to just hopefully counter the supers and all that. But again, for the content at the time, which was like AoE Broly as like the number 1 hardest thing, these two weren't like necessarily the best. But then we did thankfully have the Tech Super Saiyan Goku, who is really, really good. And the
that works well.
Yeah, and then S Tier Vegeta also exists. So that is something that definitely occurred. Because holy shit, dude. 50% chance of guarding. Like it's so bad. Like look at the pre-Easy A, look at the post-Easy A. It's so bad. It's so bad. There's nothing. They actually gave this guy 50% attack and defense, and then after getting hit, he gets 77% attack and defense for 3 fucking turns. And he great chance of stunning an enemy, right? When red zones never had anything you could stun. Like that's like the one thing that red zones do was no stunning. LR Goten, and Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, they sucked. So let's talk about that. Then we come over here, right? You have Inch Janemba, who was pretty okay at the time. It's just a dodge or die who has like an insanely decent amount of dodge. STR Gogeta, who is a very decent support unit in slot 2 or slot 3, especially when a lot of the 10th year anniversary units needed help with key support. And STR Gogeta kind of fixed a lot of those issues, as well as just the orb changing, of course. Int, oh dude, oh, shivers a little bit, dude. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. But Int, dude, fucking Buhan was just so good. Int Buhan was so decent. Yeah, exactly. You can still use him. And then you have AGL Vegeta, who also exists. So you have 3 out of 4 who are. We have 3 out of 4 who are really good, and then we go over here and it's like 1.5. Maybe 2. I'll allow 2. I am not allowing STR Vegeta or Omega with no team to live. They don't get to be like free from the slander.
They get slandered. They're bitches.
This is true. Then we go into the next part of the Easy A's, which is the physical Gogeta and oh, this is part 3. My bad. But we go into the next batch of Easy A's, right? Where it's the fusions, and then we go over here and we look at Goku and I feel like a lot of people downplay Goku and Frieza, especially because like they have I don't know, I feel like we just need a little bit of help for them and they could probably do okay. They're decent for like they were decent for the what event is it that I'm thinking of, the one where it's like the SBR style event, because I think Goku Battle Hardened Formidable Foes, like I got some good use from Goku in that event. Frieza is just.
I know what event Goku was pretty good on. I know what event Goku was pretty good.
Story mode.
Festival of Battles.
Yeah, Festival of. I knew you were gonna talk about it eventually, but like, not like looking back at it, these 2 were something. That is for sure. These 2 were definitely something, because physical Gogeta just straight up was pretty bad. Because you transformed.
I love when my dodge characters.
Yeah, you transformed, and like you got a 50% chance to dodge.
Okay. 50% dodge for 3 turns. What were they thinking?
Yeah, just for 3 turns. You had to.
Nowadays, 50% is baseline.
Yeah, and remember, they didn't change. They didn't change anything. They didn't change anything. This wasn't an active. This wasn't an active skill, by the way. So they had the opportunity. They could have changed it. And I remember looking at it, and I was like, hopefully they'll change it. Yeah, I thought at least 4th turn. But no, they were like, no. 6. Sorry, buddy. And then like.
This character also got obliterated by STR Broly in the Broly fight.
Yep.
One AoE super, he's dead. He's gone.
And then we go over here on Int Vegito, who is pretty decent, I would say.
Kit.
Sometimes the easy
because the show. A little bit of damage reduction and the counters, like it makes it better than Gogeta. Gogeta was like basically dog shit.
Yeah, because you got into the final phase of these fights, and if you were able to put this guy in a lot of the slots where like he can do a lot of these counters, the 30% damage reduction doesn't seem like it was a lot, but it was enough to live, right? And then
just like go to like expose.
Yeah, and even if we just do a direct comparison, like, just look at this for a second, right? 18 key, 30% attack and defense. And then we look at Super Vegito, 18 key, 50% defense, and then you're raising allies 30%. So not only does it support, but it also gets a higher defense boost, man. They fucking hated Gogeta. Yeah. They hated Gogeta back then, dude. They fucking hated it whenever they ECA'd these guys. But yeah, physical Gogeta was kind of like a throwaway.
I thought Vegito was treated worse. I thought Vegito was treated worse.
Yeah. And Vegito was pretty decent. So again, we have like a 1 and then like that's it. I don't even know if you want to say that was a good EZA. Meanwhile, like I said, you could, even if you want to argue that these were not as strong as they should have been, they were still decent enough, I would say, that they were able to be ran into new content. You ran into physical Gogeta into new content and you fucking died.
These two.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan down player. I'm not a big fan of him. But Texel,
I haven't used them. Texel is fantastic. Texel
yeah,
cannot undermine Cell. That's the EX part now.
Yeah, now we're looking at EX part. I don't think there was any more. Well, no, there was a lot more EZAs. There was a lot more EZAs. So yeah.
Yeah, how did you say what?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I forgot. I forgot. But again, we just look at it, and it's like these are the only 2 EZAs we got, and it was like, no, we got 4 EZAs in that same time period, right? And then we go into the next part.
No, actually, part 2 like, had 0 EZAs.
Right.
That was third.
So it's just like look at this, dude. Look at this lineup. Especially because, like, again, these 2 released in a.
I would not count Tech Goku. That was a global thing.
That was a global thing. I'm gonna count it because of the fact that it was bad.
No, we're not gonna count it.
We're counting it. This was bad.
He wasn't bad. Okay, well, this was more bad. Okay, never mind. Not Arena's character. Okay, he wasn't that good. Never mind.
Yeah, he was bad. I remember seeing this and crying. They were like, "We're gonna make this another global first EZA." Hey, remember your 100% attack? He has 159% attack and defense now.
Oh yeah, 59 guys, 59.
Yeah. Again, I'm kind of a person who kind of looks back at this.
Limited time.
I kind of look back at these EZAs in a little bit of a downplay sort of aspect, because again, if you remember at the time, these units, the hardest events were the AGL Broly fight, and it wasn't until we got like the Metal Cooler fight did we really have a use for these characters, and by then it just became like a little bit of an issue with tanking with them. Well, SR Vegeta at least was type advantage, so I'll give him that, but like I don't know, they released these guys and all we had was a 30% chance to live the Broly super attack.
No, that didn't work.
Oh yeah, because it was
dodge.
Back then, it was dodge. It wasn't even nullified, so the EZA was technically worse back then too.
It wasn't until I think AGL Omega that's when they added the nullifications instead of dodges.
And then they locked this behind 2, and again, Red Zone was just the hardest content, and you would never see this ability ever. They
designed it against ESBR for some reason. Why did they design it for ESBR?
This is true. But then we go over here and it's like, oh my god. I'm slobbering. I'm slobbering. Physical Super Saiyan 4s, really good. Tech Gods, Grade 8 Vegeta, Kaioken Goku existed.
No, it doesn't. He cover say something. Edit him out. Just put Vegeta there. Correct Awakening Medals to Extremes, you awaken 1 LR character.
Oh, dude. Oh! I just looked and cried.
Hey, look, there's a unit better than Super Full Power Saiyan for Goku right there. AGO Super 17.
Mhm. Oh, another thing too, right? So the 77 tickets, right, would be able to get 3 guaranteed units, and at the time, I thought this was crazy, you know, that you would be able. What the?
What? What the?
Whoa, what are you doing here? But the 77 tickets at the time, I thought were pretty good. Like I'm not saying that it was bad in any way, right? Like you would be able to get 3 LRs for free, but you compare that to the rainbow tickets of 10th year anniversary, and it's not even fair. It's like not even fair. I guess you could just chalk it up to this, right? But because you would be able to use that on the brand new banners versus being able to use it on a banner that would just give you a lot of older characters. Even if it was guaranteed, it was still older characters. What happened?
Didn't Sevens have rainbow tickets too?
No, they don't. I don't think they did.
I remember a 6 had it.
That is true.
Maybe it's not here, but like 6 had
Maybe
it.
they just didn't put it in here. Oh yeah, it is right there.
It's up there. They do have it.
Never mind. Ignore that last minute that I was just yapping for no reason. Either way, though, I think at the as well too. Something that really sucked about the 7th year anniversary was the thing I was just talking about, the Broly event, right? These fights were so goddamn toxic. The Omega and the Broly fight, once I pull it up and am able to find it. Here it is. These fights were so goddamn toxic, dude. Sin Shenron over here and well, no, that's the other one.
Movie ball, right? No, yeah.
Because the entire fight you can't dodge, right? And remember, this is back when dodge was also counters, so you couldn't counter either. So tech gods can't dodge, and physical Super Saiyan 4s can't counter. So the brand new units can't do shit. Then we go over to, and not to say that they were like a bad option or anything, they were able to tank.
They were the only options.
Yeah, exactly. They were literally the only ones. But then we go to this, right? What the hell is this? 40% chance to just seal someone, 40% chance to lock someone. This was back when they only had 3 attempt limits, and then we go into the next phase, and this one wasn't that bad. It was a 5% chance of dodging, but it wasn't that bad. This was like the cooldown phase. Then we go into this. What
was really bad about it was that it was a type coverage, because look, int like physical Super Saiyan 4.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Then him being SDR really screwed up that unit too.
Right, and because you never knew where the super attack was, you would be dead if that happened. And then the final phase, just dude, again, because even if it was like a countdown super, you like there's a lot of times you just couldn't do anything. You just couldn't do anything. You would just die. Because
you have to die.
Wasn't the the last attack was the super attack, right? So the thing that would have to happen, was you would have to float a character that you would think would be able to live it, so you wouldn't be able to see that character for 3 turns. So you had to willingly give up a unit who could live just to be able to keep fighting. And then Broly wasn't any better. Like, just dodge canceling and all that. But then we go into the 10th year anniversary, and not only do we have the Goku story, who I won't lie, like was kind of toxic in a sense too, because it was stage 9 I feel like a lot of people are gonna look at the most, right? But it had it where it disabled evasion, it locked, it reduces damage below a certain amount to 0. Like it definitely had some toxic mechanics for sure. But if you didn't like the red zone style of toxic mechanics, you could just go to battle hard and formidable foes, and go into like an SBR style thing that was still insanely hard to do. Like, it wasn't an easy thing at all. And it just had it where it's just like, oh, if you don't like, you know, doing these long form fights, then go into this one, which is just short form fights, and then it's just always 2 phases. And the only thing that was toxic was, I guess, Cell Max at the end, who was just like, I'm supering everyone with 4.2 billion. Wah! But that was kind of like the only toxic fight out of all of it. So it was like, oh, do you want, if you don't like this flavor of ice cream, go ahead and try this one. I was like, all right, man. Whoa, two.
And if
two,
you love, if you love,
no.
festival.
I will give one thing to Festival of Battles though. It gave free rewards, and it with the getting to stage 25 was actually a cakewalk. So all of this was free.
You didn't have to beat it, really.
Yeah, everything past this was just like bragging rights in a sense. So
basically, and like it's going to be EV once 11th anniversary. It's going to be probably destroyed in like 5 seconds. Well, 50 seconds. 1 second each phase.
I think another thing too was just the fact that like, back then, if you wanted to see like how your units would look like with like a tremendous amount of turns stacking, you'd always have to go against the Zamasu and Rose, because Zamasu would just have like 1 billion HP and then heal all of it, right? Festival of Battles at least gave a lot of these stacking units the breathing room to try and get as much stacks in as possible, and so that way you could, you know, link them as much as you wanted to.
Use that count for the 10th anniversary, by the way.
Yes. So, yeah, and then we immediately go into
talk about.
Yeah. Hey, where's the 10th year anniversary EZAs? Where's the more? There's nothing else. And then we go over here with the GT EZAs as well, and like they were both pretty good. I think that Goku was definitely a little bit undertuned compared to Vegeta, who just did the same thing but better. But that's not to say that he was a bad EZA for sure. Vegeta was just of course better. But like these units came out and then they fixed a lot of the issues that they had. Like the active skill was insanely hard to hit. And then it did no damage. So what did they do? They made it where you got the additional super attack on turn 1. They made it where you did the additional super attack with 5 or more key spheres. They did the same thing with Vegeta. 5 or more key spheres, you get an additional super attack. Your first turn, you get an additional super attack. So that 4 super attacks condition was pretty damn easy. And if you just got hidden potential, you'd be able to get this on turn 2 with these characters. And then what did they also do? They made it where you crit and you got the attack boost on the active skill for Goku, and then Vegeta at least got the attack boost as well.
Vegeta don't feel like critting. He don't like it no much.
Well, to be fair, he has the crits here, the Giant Ape Power or GT Heroes. So like, it
was so funny back then in 2021 when you use their active skill after 18 billion turns of turn of super, 4 turns. That they did like 500k damage. It was so pathetic, and it was like the animations looked so cool, and like they made it so fucking bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like you would get these guys, and then they would just do nothing. They would do nothing with their active skill. At least then we got the attack boost, and then we got the crits for Goku, and then just the crits over here for Vegeta. So now it would actually do something, right? Like it was just an extra super attack, which is what it was always supposed to be. And that I definitely liked seeing for sure. So again, just another decent EZA batch.
Now we can forget this guy, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta.
Yeah. He's good in the new. He's good in the new. The good in the new events for just the first turn.
Gohan fight? Oh, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely exists for that.
We just completely forgot to bring up the STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta.
Right. Yeah, but I'm. Who cares?
I mean, yeah, that one. He's probably the most forgettable Super EVA, probably.
Yeah. But then,
like, I'm sure.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, banners.
Yes, I was gonna start talking about the banners now for part 2 because I never brought it up.
Oh yeah, 7th anniversary part 2. That's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah,
Ooh.
guys. You guys remember this? You guys remember when we were like, finally, we can get Kaioken Goku and we can get Grade 8 Vegeta? Remember when Vegeta wasn't able to super attack at all?
Remember
Because,
when Vegeta was ass?
yeah, remember when Vegeta was... Remember when he had this shitty condition? I mean, he still does, but you don't need it anymore to, like, do stuff. But, like...
Yeah, it's extra.
It is quite literally just extra. Because he's not the main damage dealer on the team. He's the main tanker.
And that's his job. Kaioken
Yeah.
Goku was the one who wanted the attack more.
Right. And like pre-EZA. Like, dude, look at this.
He was good, but like
I liked this part. I liked this part.
That was great.
And this part too.
But like he only was ran on AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku's team.
Right.
Because like you were running this leader skill. He
was so decent though in nuking the because remember the Omega Shenron, or sorry, the Sin Shenron had it where you had to kill him in like 5 turns or some insane thing like that. I will say that Kaioken Goku was at least helpful in doing that, as long as you just didn't get hit. Like as long as he didn't get sealed, didn't get locked, didn't get any of that stuff, he was all right for something like that. Tech Vegeta was quite literally like just runnable nowhere. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, he gets defense after attacking. How fun!
Yeah, you get ki and attack after your guard is activated, but then you don't get defense until after you attack. He just had 100% attack defense. So what So what would happen was, like, if you weren't fighting a Goku enemy, you would only have 3 ki. Because you can't put this guy in Slaw 1. Because they were like guard. He has guard. Guys. You guys listening? He's got guard. So he's able to live it. Yeah, he's got... Dude, oh my god, I forgot that he didn't have a super attack effect on his 18 ki either.
He basically doesn't have one on his 12 ki either. Just 30% attack and carries. Give me defense.
Holy shit, dude. That's like such bad thing. It was like 7th year anniversary. Like, I'm not gonna say it was a bad anniversary per se, but there was definitely things that were bad about it. And then like we literally go into 10th year anniversary with both of these guys, right? And sure, like, you say what you want, but Kaioken Goku was he. I don't think it's going to be a hot take to say that Kaioken Goku was more usable after his 10th year anniversary EZA for the 10th year content than 7th year Goku was for the 7th year content, right? Because he would just die in Broly. Like Broly was like, "Oh, you exist, fuck you," and then kills you. Like,
I guess that's fair enough, but I do have to give the 7th anniversary release a little benefit of the doubt. If one of the Dokkan Fest LRs had him on his leader skill, he would have been used a lot more. That's literally the only issue, because like 7th fucked everyone up. 7th, everyone died except everyone died. Actually, all units, 100% units died, all of them.
Yeah.
Like the new Dokkan Fest, they died. Everyone was dead.
Yeah. Like, it's like that same feeling that we're getting right now is basically what 7th year anniversary all was. Dude, part 2 baby sucked so much too, because that was like, oh my god. But anyways,
Was pretty difficult.
Again, like we look at it, and Vegeta sucked for the 7th year content. 10th year anniversary comes around, boom, he is quite literally like in the top 10s of units. 10th year anniversary made it where, like,
great for
these
red zones. The only one he sucked is Festival of Battles. Hey.
Yeah. It helped. 10th year anniversary made it where, like, I think wasn't half of the top 10 units all EZAs, because it was the 7th years, it was Tech Vegeta, and I guess you could say MUI, AGL MUI.
You should pull up my tier list right now. My video. It's there.
No.
No, pull it up. But give me advertising.
Oh, fine. Alright, I pulled up your video. Let's see. So we have Tech Vegito, yup. Asia Gogeta, yup. Easy A, Easy A, Easy A. STR Beast Gohan, yup. Tech Broly, yup. AGL Super Saiyan 4. See, Physical
Yeah,
Super
that
Saiyan 2
was
Gohan
I mean,
makes me.
who would go there at that time? Who would go there?
I don't even know. I don't like
Let's go
Gohan.
Frieza. I guess Go Frieza would probably be there.
Yeah.
I hate that unit, but Goku's good.
But even in your
Like,
honor,
Goku's good.
I'm assuming that's probably your honorable mention in the bottom. But even in your
It's because
honorable,
I was hating.
yeah, even in your honorable
I was
mentions, like
eating.
we could see here, Tech Gogeta, Physical Janemba, Frieza, and Goku could all be like talked about in at least the top 15. But when a lot of anniversaries before this weren't not like that, you know, not especially not 7th year anniversary. I think 7th year anniversary was like you either had newer units or you exploded, and a lot of them were not good.
Yeah, you pull from the brand new Dokkan Fest, or you cannot play the game.
Yeah,
Take your ass back to the god of it.
so true.
Go back there.
Actually, hot take. I think you could probably replace Gohan with the MUI.
Back then, with dodge still all around.
With 10th year, I'm saying 10th year anniversary, because
Yeah, with dodge cancel in those fights too. Like Jiren dodge cancel, Blue Goku dodge cancel. Like
yeah,
I think that like
I don't know, because Battle Harder Formidable Foes, he was pretty good. I don't think I liked Gohan anyway.
Probably, I mean, yeah, Gohan was kind of mid.
Yeah. Man, we've been yapping for 36 minutes about how fucking ass 7th year anniversary was compared to 10th.
I don't even agree with this tier list. I would put Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta above AGL Gogeta. Well, nowadays, so yeah, obviously. Nowadays, for both of them, above.
Anyways, let's go ahead and stop here for today. Thank you as always for joining the video. I'll make sure to link their channel down in the comments below. Please go watch their videos too. But anyways, hope you guys have a great week.
I don't upload, but yeah, watch me.
I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.